What's good, everybody? How we doing? Make a couple volume adjustments here real quick. What is up? I see a lot of the usual suspects in the chat tonight. What's up, Soldier? What's up, Zach? Bobby? Faith Giant? How we doing? How's everybody doing out there? If you're just lurking, that's working. You're good. No worries. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Back at it. Back on the wagon. So, I wanted to start tonight's stream by just saying a quick thank you to all of you all for continuing to watch the old content when I wasn't getting content up while I'm building this impossible dream I've been working on, as you all know. We funded the Kickstarter for ARAURA, just under $16,000, so thank you all so much. That is all going back into production. Every dollar I make on this stuff is going back into production, but we've got a lot of opportunities coming our way with ARAURA, with animation, with secondary animation projects. I'm doing marketing full-time again for people. I'm doing animation for people. So there's been a lot of reshuffling the day-to-day life, as it were. So basically, I'm going to be afforded more time to come on and do this stuff again, which is awesome. Because I miss doing this. I miss coming on and doing things, making content, talking about stuff with you all. I even missed the snarky people in my comments. You know, Hearts Fire 085796, if that is your real name. You know, people like that. But I miss the whole experience of content creation, and now I can get back to it a little bit, and we're going to be doing these streams, and a lot of you all had asked me to put a streaming schedule up on the putting a streaming schedule up on the Discord, and I've got that up there now. I'll be updating that every Sunday night with new stuff, new schedule every week. So anyway, I just want to get all that stuff out of the way. Thank you all so much for still being around, still tuning in, coming by, and throw a like on the stream. That's something else I want to get going. If I'm going to come back and do this full time, I want us to build a big, robust community. I want to build a big community. If I'm going to come back and do this thing, I want to do it right. I want us to build a big community here of people who keep it real, people who no nonsense, no BS, tell it like it is, and I want to foster that here. I want to be here consistently, and I want to build this community up to where it could be. Like, here on this channel, I always flirted with, we go through these booms of getting subscribers and a lot of people tuning in and stuff, and then I would fall off doing other things and all that kind of thing. So this is my promise to you. keep showing up, and I'm gonna keep making content. That's my promise to all of you all. So, on that note, I don't know how much content I'll produce a week. I'm sure that it's going to be at least 3 videos and live streams. I don't want to promise like a new video every day, because that kind of got me behind with things here before, and that's kind of where I would fall into the trap of, you know, making great content for a week and then 2 or 3 weeks of nothing, and I'd be on that schedule until it was like 6 months of just not being here. I don't want to do that again. I want to do what I can do consistently and put great stuff out there for you all, the content that you all have come to know and love and respect here on the channel, and keep giving more of that. So on that note, welcome back to the place that keeps you rocking, baby. I'm ready to get into it. This is gonna be a big week. We've got State of Play tomorrow night. We got Summer Game Fest on Friday night, and I've got some thoughts and things in between. But I did put up that content earlier today. A lot of you all saw. A lot of you all came out and watched that video, so thank you. It popped off pretty quick. But yeah, there's a lot coming down the pike with Final Fantasy. I didn't want to talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake Saga stuff until I felt like there was something to talk about. I didn't want to engagement farm you all. Obviously, Final Fantasy VII is my most popular thing here on the channel, but we've also been building a pretty great viewership and community for Resident Evil content and stuff as well, which I also love. But there are a lot of things. Yeah, exactly, Majin. Yeah, I'm gonna make the stuff I want to make, but I also want it to be good, the best version of me that I can possibly put out there. So, but anyway, the Final Fantasy VII stuff. I didn't want to talk about. There was something to talk about. I didn't want to engagement farm you all. I could have made stuff up forever and a day. I could have just made like this theory up and that theory up, and what if this, what if that. That's cool, and I'm fine with other people who are doing that, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to. The reason I didn't want to do that is because I could give you 4 or 5 different scenarios for the story moving forward right now that would be awesome, amazing. And if you wound up like really loving that, like people really love my Knights of the Round theory, and if Square Enix winds up not doing that and doing something different, which is still great, I don't want people to poo-poo it because they got attached to this idea, or this idea that someone else had put out. You see what I'm saying? I wanted Square Enix to cook. I wanted them to do their thing on this, and I didn't want to throw out there anything that, you know, I think you see what I'm saying. I didn't want to put anything else out there until I had a pretty firm grasp of where they were going. But now I have a pretty good idea of what they're doing, and it starts with this God mode version on Rebirth and Remake and everything that they're doing. A streamlined progression, right? It's God mode. It's God mode. They want people to go through and experience the story again, so that they don't have to do a whole lot of going back and having their marketing team put together trailers to make you remember and refresh certain things that happen in the game. They want you to be fresh with it because they're getting ready to drop that stuff on you. So Wednesday, right, June 3rd, they're putting out this update. You're going to be able to go through it in God mode. You're going to be able to blow through it in a couple of days. Some of you psychos are going to blow through it and like you're going to play it for like 16 hours straight and get through the game. I love you for it. But I think that's why they're doing it, so that people can go through and like experience the story again, have it be fresh in their mind. A lot of people only played through it once. A lot of people don't know every story beat. They want people to be very familiar with it. They don't want to have to hold your hand and refresh you on it. So by doing this, it's 2 birds, 1 stone. They're giving you something very cool, right? and they're also giving you the refresher course on the story, because it's a big beefy story. Rebirth was big beefy story, and they kind of course corrected some of the things they left open-ended from Remake, and then kind of put it on the set path to following the original tale and all that kind of stuff. And yes, I did throw that out there for the people that think it's a sequel. It is not a sequel. We're not going to get into that tonight, though. This is a fun stream. We're not going to argue and throw stones at each other tonight. But yeah, I think that's why they're doing it, because they're getting ready to show us. They're getting ready to show us some stuff. And yeah, I'm going to play the demo tonight. I just got it downloaded. I hadn't downloaded it yet, so I just got it downloaded. And we're going to play it here in a little bit. But I think that's what's going on with this whole what do they call it? Accelerated progression. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I said it right the first time. God mode. That's what they're doing with God mode. So I think this is going to be a very interesting week. I think State of Play, I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket for State of Play. I don't know that we're going to see Final Fantasy VII in State of Play. I do think we're going to see the Summer Games Fest. I do think we'll see the Summer Games Fest. It would make sense if it's a State of Play, because it is a Sony title, and Square Enix does still need Sony to help them fund this last bit of it to get it over the line. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Is it possible that we don't see it? Of course it's possible we don't see anything, but I'm remaining optimistic. Why not put a little hope out in the air, right? There's enough negativity out there. We're going to put some hope out in the air. If it happens, great. If not, we still know the game. They're making the game. They're making the game. But I definitely feel strongly we're going to see it this week. On top of that, what surprises are we're going to get some surprises too. Summer Games Fest, like Final Fantasy VII 3, is not a surprise. We know that game is coming. The surprise is whether or not we see it this week, but it itself is not like a whoa, grab your seat, blow your hat off surprise. What would be, though? Devil May Cry 1 remake would be amazing to see. Code Veronica remake? Could we see Code Veronica remake teased? I think it's possible. A very hard mode? Yeah, even hard mode wasn't hard. And I say that as a guy who's not really good. I'm not a good gamer. I'm not a great gamer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a guy who will play through a game on normal and just enjoy himself. I'll play through it again on easy just to take in the story and enjoy myself. I don't need to bash my head into the wall and smack my teeth with a hammer to get full pleasure out of a playthrough. No, sir. I don't need to do that. But God love you if you do. You are the hardest of the hard. But what surprises do you all think we're going to see this week? I don't think we're not going to see a lot. Everybody's like, Kingdom Hearts 4? No. We're not going to see Kingdom Hearts 4. Square, I think Square is just riding on Final Fantasy VII right now. I think they're going to push this through to the end. What's up, David? I meant to say hi. How you doing? I meant to say hi when I saw you earlier. I think we may get a Resident Evil 5 remake. They'll probably do it at some point. They'll probably do it at some point. I think you could probably remaster Resident Evil 5 and that game would still be fine. That game doesn't need a remake. No, Resident Evil 4 kind of needed a remake. Resident Evil 4 could have been a remaster as well. But they went the route of full-on remake. You could have just remastered 4. Probably would have been okay. The problem with that is I think a lot of fans had already kind of done like fantastic remasters of 4. So that was out there if you wanted to do it on PC or whatever. 5 though, I think a fresh coat of paint on 5 and you're fine. And some AI improvements for how your companion character works. Sheva, like the AI for Sheva, like, well, could you play as Sheva and have Chris as the AI? I couldn't remember that. Or did you have to play as Chris if it was one player and co-op was Chris and Sheva? I can't remember. Somebody have to remind me on that one. I can't remember. Infamous, I've heard that rumor. I've heard that rumor that PlayStation Studios is doing Infamous. 5 could use some combat improvements. 5 is too easy. 5 is a very easy video game. The AI was terrible in 5. That needs an overhaul, or just get rid of it. You know, what if you did Resident Evil 5 remake as like, you know, starts Chris and Sheva doing their thing, and then they get separated. You have to play as Chris, and you have to play as Sheva for like good chunks of the game. So you get like different versions of gameplay, having to play a different way. You know what I mean? I think that would be kind of interesting. But sticking on Code Veronica real quick. The stuff I'm hearing about Code Veronica is nuts. Is 80% of this bullshit? Absolutely, I'm sure it is. But some of the stuff I'm hearing, like the fixing up vehicles, like a motorcycle to ride around Rockford Island, to Wesker's men being a big part of the story, like Wesker's unit, like being a big part of the story, and like stealth. Like one of the things I'm really hearing is that stealth is going to be a big part of what they do in the next Resident Evil game. Whether that's Code Veronica remake or whether that's a different remake. I think it's a remake next. I don't think it's 10 next. But the next remake, and I think it's going to be Code Veronica, I'm hearing stealth is going to be a big factor. And if you've got Wesker's team in there, like infiltrating and declaring war on the island, and you got like enemies on 2 fronts, dude, that would be insane. That would be absolutely nuts. You know, you're fighting the Ashfords, and you're fighting Wesker's group at the same time, and like possibly new bioweapons. We know hunters are on the base, but you don't experience them as Claire. You experience them as Chris. What if you're having to deal with like Bandersnatch and hunters at the same time? You know, I mean, that could be wild. This could be a really good game. Code Veronica could be very scary. This could be a very scary game. It's a very dark game. Like it's a facility that's been attacked, power's knocked out. You're underground for a good chunk of it, you know, and you're exploring like this gothic palace kind of thing as well. I mean, there's so much you can do with it. Like, I'm really excited at the thought of it. And the fact that Claire and Chris are going to have equal campaign. And the other thing I'm hearing is that the Antarctic base, the Antarctic area of Resident Evil Code Veronica is going to be much larger. Much larger Antarctic exploration. And there might be other gameplay elements with that part as well. I don't know what those are going to be. But again, take all this with a grain of salt. I'm just telling you conversations I've had. You know, it sounds like they really want to go all in with this. It feels like every new Resident Evil title they do, whether it's a remake of a previous game or a brand new entry, it seems like every time the team's trying to go all in to make the best Resident Evil yet. And it's really cool. It's really cool time to be a Capcom fan. Do you think they could do A and B scenarios this time? I don't think they'll do that for Code Veronica, because I think their goal is to make each campaign, whether you're playing Claire, well, campaign's not the proper way to say it, whatever section you are. I think if I were to guess, I think it would be cool if they went back and forth between Chris and Claire, and each of those chunks of the game were massive, like 10 to 13 hour areas. What if Code Veronica Remake winds up clocking in at 25 to 30 hours? That would be insane. Especially if they're going to expand the Antarctic base, and you have to explore both Rockford Island and Antarctica as Chris and Claire separately. You can easily rock 30 hours out of this thing. Easily. And they're expanding them. They're making those areas bigger. Come on, man. You can absolutely do something else with that Tyrant airplane hangar fight, though. Please. You all watch me play through that, man. Every time I get to that fight, I absolutely hate that fight. That fight can go to hell, man. Seriously. And I know there's easy ways to beat it, but every time I get to it, I forget and I just start shooting. And then I don't do well. I get to Antarctica with probably less than half of what I should, as far as ammo and health and everything. Well, I think they will do some different things in Code Veronica, Zach, because you say the nature of Code Veronica, it's a very different experience if you look at it that way, because the nature of Resident Evil Requiem is that Grace doesn't know anything. She's a noob. Claire's not that. Chris is definitely not that. You've got two people who are seasoned in this environment who know what they're doing. So I think the gameplay from that aspect will be a little bit different. You wouldn't need to sneak around with Claire like you do with Grace. And you're certainly not going to sneak around with Chris like you do with Grace. I think it'll be a different need for stealth. It won't be like one or two crazed zombies rolling around. You're going to have like... you're going to have like Metal Gear Shadow Moses type stuff happening with Wesker's crew. Wesker's crew are going to be trained paramilitary people who are like, you know, what would they be? Would that be T-Virus? T-Virus enhancement with them? But yeah. Any chance we get a new Castlevania game? I don't think so. Not yet. I want to see some kind of announcement for like what they're... Because remember earlier this year they said they were announcing for Resident Evil's... not Resident... Castlevania's 40th, right? Castlevania's 40th. They were making announcements all year and all this other kind of stuff. That game they announced, I'm not even looking forward to it. It looks cheap, man. That new Castlevania game that's being made by the people that made Dead Cells or whoever that was, it just looks generic, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You all know Castlevania near and dear to my heart. I love the OG games. I love all the games. I love all the games. Like, I even love, like, Curse of Darkness is one of my favorite Castlevania games. And I go all the way back to Castlevania 1. But that new Castlevania game, it looks generic. Like, I don't know. I want a AAA Castlevania game. I want it to get the respect it deserves. I don't want it to be some kind of afterthought, you know, looking like, you know, some flash animated, like, indie game with a $10,000 budget. I don't want it to look like that. Sorry, I don't. The gameplay might be fantastic, but if it looks like a PS3 game, who cares, you know? And I'm not a graphics guy, but I think you see what I'm saying. Like, Castlevania deserves to have top level of care put into it. It's Konami's flagship title. Silent Hill is amazing, Metal Gear is amazing, but I still look at Castlevania as Konami's flagship title. You can make the argument that that's changed over the years, but for an OG guy like me, that's never going to change. Konami, I think Castlevania, period. And I want them to do better with it. Hopefully they make Steve likable this time. There were parts of Code Veronica where Steve is likable. He had a big crush on Claire. You know, he oogled and ogled over Claire. But he didn't go full, like, stalkery, take advantage of her in her sleep, or anything crazy like that. He just admired her beauty. We'll put it that way. Well, they've announced the God of War trilogy remake, right? Was it God of War 1 through 3 they're remaking? Is that what they announced? Or was it a remaster? I can't remember. I think it was a remake. Shadow Drop RE9 DLC. I could absolutely see that. That's a great call. I could see them doing that, Soldier. Matter of fact, I kind of want to lock that in for Summer Games Fest. Let's lock that in for Summer Games Fest. I think Resident Evil 9 DLC Shadow Drop, and we're playing it that night. If we're playing it Friday night, I think that's a lock, man. I think that's a lock, bro. I do. I think it's a lock, man. Lock it in. What up, Chris? Beyond excited for Foam Stars and Killer End game news this week. Well, everybody, it's been nice snowing, Chris. We gotta block this user right now. No. Foam Stars from Square Enix. Yeah, man, Foam Stars. I see you out there, Foam Stars. Foam Stars Nation. Well, Zach, I think the RE9 DLC was absolutely, I mean, they were working on that before RE9 was released. I think that's probably ready. It's probably ready if I had to ask. If I had to guess, I'd say that's probably ready. Faux show. But yeah, you know, I don't think Capcom's going to come empty-handed. I think we're going to see a big look at Onimusha. I think for the rest of the year, like as far as like things that are coming out this year, I think the thing I'm most geeked for that still has yet to come out is Onimusha. That game is going to be amazing. That game is going to be amazing. And I'm really looking forward to it. I think Capcom's really going out of their way to make a great experience with this game. Capcom is can't miss right now. I think even if they did put a flop out, it would still be a good game. I think for right now, Capcom just making an average game would be a flop for them. That's how high they're riding right now. And everybody over there, from the business suite to janitorial department, everybody is cleaning house over there right now. Capcom's janitor department, janitorial services at Capcom, best in the industry. Capcom, they're people that go get coffee, assistants, best in the industry. Not even anybody on their level going to Starbucks and grabbing coffee. Going to getting takeout. The people who Grubhub food to Capcom's offices. Best Grubhub drivers in the industry. Everybody associated with Capcom right now is the best at their thing in the industry. Of their industry. Of said industry. Cap God. with full God powers in effect over everybody that comes into contact with them. For sure, man. For sure. I play a Capcom game, I feel like I'm a better gamer. My gamerness goes up a point when I play a Capcom game. That's how hard they're killing it right now. I've never seen a company have a run that Capcom's having right now. The only company that comes close is Square Enix's 1995 to 1999 run. That 5-year run for Squaresoft, not Square Enix, Squaresoft. That 5-year run for Squaresoft is the only thing I can compare this to. Rockstar had a good run from like what, 1999 to 2004, 2003, but it wasn't that Squaresoft 95 to 99 run. And this current Capcom run is fire. They are on fire, and there's no signs of it stopping. Yeah, I think it's a Fathom Events thing, the state of play. They do that for a lot of stuff, though. Fathom Events, they'll do like concerts, they'll do like, they'll do some TED Talks, they'll do a lot of different stuff. But yeah. State of play, I think someone had mentioned to me on X, they were like, they DM me and said, "Are you going to the state of play in the theater?" And that was the first I'd heard of it. And I was like, no. But I know they've done those in the past because you'll see reactions on YouTube of people reacting to these things from theaters, you know. So there's a there's a history to that. Well, Zach, the run I'm kind of talking about is like multiple bangers coming out. Not just like a new Grand Theft Auto you got to pay to play every 10 years. I know Rockstar does a lot of different stuff, but you know, they also made Bully. They also made a couple of other not so great games. Rockstar, that's Max Payne, right? Max Payne's good. And dude, I really liked State of Emergency back in the day. I liked State of Emergency on PS2 better than Grand Theft Auto. I've just never been a Grand Theft Auto guy. It's never been my fantasy to like rob people and rip them off and murder people. That's never been my fantasy. Mine's always been the hero's journey. Take with that what you will. But 95 to 99, yeah, that was good. But you know what? 2001 to 2006 is starting to look peak. It's giving that era a run for its money. It is the only person not present at the party right now is Square Enix. This needs Square Enix to show up to the party. Capcom hasn't even dropped Mega Man yet. They haven't even dropped Mega Man. Rumor is they're working on a new Bionic Commando. What could you do with that? I mean, just whatever you can imagine. You take like a Bionic Commando or something like that, or you take any of the classic 90s titles that they haven't worked on yet. Dino Crisis, there's actually traction to that rumor right now. If they start pulling out their big guns and remake Devil May Cry 1, I mean, they could have the next 10 years on lockdown. And the thing is, Square could have done that. I thought you said Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlanta. I was like, I've not heard that one. Atlantis, I got you. Atlantis. Here, let me move my camera so I can read what you all are saying. There we go. Forgive the boxes in the background. Speaking of Atlanta, I'm still not completely unpacked from my last show. I've been so busy, so it'll be messy back here for a day or two, but I'm getting it cleaned up. It looks a lot better than it did, I'll put it that way. Breath of Fire remasters. See, you could go on and on with Capcom. It doesn't stop. The fun don't stop. The fun don't stop. Oh, and speaking of Atlanta at MomoCon, I was right next to the Bandai booth, right? I was right next to the Bandai, this big Bandai booth, right? So I'm, you know, me being me, I'm like kind of nosying over there. One of the guys at the booth knew who I was. And I'm looking at, they had some prints. They had some Xenosaga prints I had never seen. And they were kind of out and like featured, right? And I was like, some of these Xenosaga prints here. And he was like, oh, I can't. They're just prints, bro. I was like, really? I've never seen these prints before. He was like, feel free, you know, buy anything you want, ask questions, but I'm not the guy with the answers. Like, who's the guy with the answers? He kept dodging my question. I was like, are they doing a Xenosaga remaster or a remake? Dude, take my money. Take it right now. Xenosaga 1, 2, 3 remaster? Day one. You could shadow drop that and I'd have my next month planned out. Period. So I saw these prints and I was like, okay, this is art I haven't seen. They were like watercolor too. They were like professionally done. I don't know who the artist was or anything, but I'd never seen these prints before. And I was like, you're not unearthing a PS2 RPG, you're just making new prints of it and selling it at the Bandai booth. Come on, man. So I don't know if there's any smoke to that fire, but seems like there was some smoke starting to billow a little bit. So keep your eyes on that. That might be a thing. Yep. Yeah, Coach. Hey, what's up, Coach? How you doing? Um, yeah, they want Mega Man to come back, and wouldn't it be cool if part of that new Mega Man rollout initiative was like a Mega Man Legends 3, or what if we got like a Mega Man Legends remake, remaster, something like that with Mega Man Legends? That would be impressive. Soldier, I totally expect Silent Hill Townfall to be at Summer Games Fest. I don't know if that's going to be at State of Play. It could be though. I mean, they got to fill an hour. State of Play has to fill an hour. So hopefully it's not some humdrum like 20-minute thing at the end where developers are talking about, oh, it was so nice to work on the Flintstones NES remake, and slow motion shots of them walking down the hallway. To remake the Flintstones, we had to bring on the top guys. No, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need 20 minutes of anything. I think if you think about non-stop editing and non-stop production for a 5-minute segment, if you can't give people something to chew on for the next 6 months in 5 minutes, you got to rethink how you're editing these things. I don't think you need anything longer than a 5-minute expose on anything at State of Play. So they're going to need to fill stuff. They're going to have your PSVR 2 segments. They're going to have some other humdrum stuff that I typically don't care much about. Other people do, of course, and that's great. Something for everybody, you know. But I look at a lot of that State of Play a lot of time as like 60 to 70% of it I don't care about. I'm there for about 30% of it. But the 30% of it is usually worth chewing on. So I am up for whatever they want to show. But yeah, you know how these segments go too, you know? It's 20 minutes of talking and nonsense and like real self-important filler and everything. And I don't want to poo-poo on it too much because it is a moment for these developers to kind of shine in front of the camera. But I say save something like that for Summer Games Fest. A State of Play is like once every now and then you want to get a bunch of trailers, you want to get some release dates, you want to get some information on the thing you've been waiting on, boom, and get out. That's how you need to market like pop-up tent poles like that. For like a thing, a big production, 2 hour plus production, Summer Games Fest, plus the pre-show. The pre-show is like usually what, an hour? You know, so 3 hours of Summer Games Fest, plus you've got like little things going on the week after or the weekend after. Do your exposés then. You know, do them then, you know, and I don't know. A lot of the video game industry, and I can tell you this firsthand from people all over the board, are, you know, nobody knows what marketing looks like right now in gaming because there's so many niche audiences now. I think people are trying to figure out what their niche audience is and just target them and appease them. And whoever kind of comes into that orbit, welcome. Enjoy our game. You know what I mean? But you have to keep your core niche happy. And I think, well, I know that people are starting to figure that out now. And with State of Play and Summer Games Fest, last year for Summer Games Fest and Game Awards, I said it'll be interesting to see what Keeley and his team, Game Awards Inc., choose to focus on and choose to give the shine to, because that'll tell us where the future of gaming is going. And it was indie. And I expect more of the same this year. I expect to see indie games look more polished and more refined this year. More people starting to approach kind of that Expedition 33 threshold of polish and charm and just all in all fantastic game creation. I think people are starting to put their heart back into it again. I know Jeff Keighley and his folks, they love doing this stuff. They look forward to it. They're like kids in a candy store with this stuff. But also, I think they've been more mindful about how they approach production, how they approach their advertising and marketing, and who they're reaching out to be a part of the show. And I think we're going to see an even more clean and streamlined Summer Games Fest this year than we did last year. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, Coach. That seems to be the case with Dragon Quest 12. I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to talk about that for a minute. Some people were asking if I was going to do anything for Dragon Quest Day and everything, and I was like, I thought about it, but then I was like, I don't really know what I want to do. I want to say I thought about making a piece of content saying, I love Dragon Quest. I played it back when it was Dragon Warrior when I was like 9 years old. Love it to this day. But it didn't feel genuine. Really, I just wanted to wait and see what they were going to do for Dragon Quest Day. I didn't want to feel like I had to race because I'm a content creator and get something up for Dragon Quest Day. I want it to be genuine, and I didn't have anything genuine on my heart to say except that I love Dragon Quest. Love Dragon Warrior. I'll take it back on you, boy. I love Dragon Warrior and Dragon Quest and Akira Toriyama and everybody involved. When they announced Dragon Quest 12, was it 5-6 years ago, when it seemed dark and everything, I was intrigued. I was interested. But there was something about it that I was like, man, I don't know. Now, seeing kind of what they've done, and you're right. You're absolutely right, Coach. They kind of went back to basics. I think they hit the reset button about 1.5 years ago on it. And they've been working nonstop to try. I think they're probably, if I had to guess, I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say they're trying to salvage assets that were already created and work it into the new game. That's why we saw a lot of like structures and land and stuff people running through and all that kind of stuff. I think they're trying to retool the scenario, probably. I'm just spitballing. I don't know. I'm just trying to offer a guess. But I liked the look of it. I like the main character kind of look. I kind of think Odysseus a little bit. He kind of has like a Greek vibe to him, you know, like Greek Mediterranean. That's the vibe I get because he's kind of got the sandy brown hair, you know. There's that one shot where he looks tired or whatever. People have been sharing that shot like crazy. I think people are trying to get people to hate on it, but I've seen other shots. He doesn't look like that, you know. I mean, it's kind of like when Remake first dropped and Cloud looked emaciated and tired, and they fixed it, you know. These are things they can fix. So with Dragon Quest 12, I think it was straying too far from the heart of what Dragon Quest is. It's supposed to be hero-centric. It's supposed to be hope through the darkness, not overbearing darkness. Some stories are good with overbearing darkness, and some are just overbearing. And sometimes you need heroes doing hero shit. Like, that's why I love, like, Record of Lodoss War. I love classic sword and sorcery a lot of times. I also like my morally ambiguous tales. I don't know why I was trying to say a more complicated word. Morally ambiguous tales, murky, deep grays, no blacks, no white, no nothing. It's just everything is morally gray, you know. And then sometimes I just want heroes doing hero shit and fighting darkness and overcoming the light, overcoming the darkness. And that's what Dragon Quest is, man. You know, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. So I'm all on board. You know, if you feel like it wasn't going to be what it needed to be, take your time and make it what it needs to be. The fans, the true fans will show up and support when it arrives. So you got to let these people do their thing. You know, I know it sucks waiting and waiting, but you know, and I'm one of those people who I get tired of waiting on things too. But as a creator myself, and knowing that sometimes things just happen, you know, you don't want to put something out that you don't feel like is ready. It's better to stop and redo it. So, it looks like a cool side character. yeah, I could see that. Yeah. But here's the thing, you know, a lot of times the cool side character is everybody's favorite character, so maybe there's something to that. Yeah, what they showed looked like Dragon Quest. It absolutely looked like Dragon Quest. I think maybe they were wanting to take it in a different direction. And also it could have something to do with the passing of Akira Toriyama. We don't know how much that plays in or whatever, you know, but I mean, who knows? We'll never know. Japanese companies are a lot more tight-lipped about these internal things than American companies. As soon as someone's fired, they can't wait to go tell everybody what happened, which I don't like that. You know, sometimes I'm like, keep some professional decorum. I don't need to know what goes in the hot dog, right? I don't need to know what goes in the hot dog to know it's delicious. I don't want to know how it's made. I don't always want to know how that hot dog is made. It just needs to taste good with some cheese, some ketchup, and some mustard, a little relish, whatever else you want to throw on it. I don't need to know the pig guts that went into it. I don't need to see the processing facility, you know? Sometimes keep those things to yourself. But yeah, I think there's a good possibility we're going to see 3 or 4 things that none of us see coming. Chrono Trigger? No. Chrono Trigger is dead. I don't think Square wants to do anything with it. Yuji Horii is getting pretty old now. I'm surprised he's even still there, to be honest with you. But he would be the last one he would be the last guy there. And once he's gone, I wouldn't trust anybody. I wouldn't trust anybody with Chrono Trigger after that. I wouldn't. Not because I don't think they do a good job, just because I would want one of the original creators, one of the real minds on it. And I don't think that would be there. Oh, really? That's weird. That is very weird. But yeah, so I trust Yuji Horii. I trust Kitase. And like, Kitase gets a lot of flack, you know. And I spoke about this with some folks on Discord the other night. Some of you in the chat. I love Yoshinori Kitase. I think he is a great mind. I think he's one of the true OGs at Square Enix to help make that company what it is. But what he has to do now is, he used to be full on, let's make a great game, let's make a great story. He was the person that would guide the storytellers to make the best story possible. He had a big hand in making Final Fantasy VII and Chrono Trigger as good as they were. He had a hand in that. You know, he wasn't the main storyteller, but think of him as like the editor, you know, the editor who oversees kind of the story and helps with the day-to-day and stuff like that. Now, he has to be one hand over here in the creative and one hand over here appeasing the suits. And I don't know if you all have ever seen Kitase in front of a camera. It is not a comfortable thing. You know, Yoshinori Kitase is a wonderful human being. He's a very warm, loving, funny guy. But extrovert, he is not. He is not very extroverted. He's not good. I don't think he's great with press in front of the camera. He's an amazing video game maker. He's an amazing storyteller. He's an amazing part of the history and the current of this industry. But he has to balance between the suits and the creative now. And that's hard because Square Enix's suits are ass. The suits at Square Enix are trash. They are lucky they have the portfolio that they have, because their portfolio and their history of games is the only thing that has carried them the last 20 years. The name of their games and the people that want to work on those games and then eventually just move on because that company's not ran well anymore. It all started with Sakaguchi leaving, you know? And these suits that are running Square Enix right now, it's a revolving door of whoever's in charge. It's hard when you're the guy who goes between creative production, which is what you really want to do. Think of it like this. Let's say whatever you're, okay, coach, you want to be a football coach. You're a damn good football coach. We know this. Everybody in the chat knows this. We can agree, right? Coach is a damn good football coach, and you're going to get a head coaching position. But when you get that head coaching position, let's say, for instance, it's not just about coaching anymore. It's not just about coaching your players and making them as good as they can be. You're good at that. You're damn good at that. You've done that for a long time, right? Well, now you got to go between coaching them and whoever the head of athletics is at your school. You got to talk to the superintendent about stuff. You got to manage all these things. You can't be in the film room all the time. You can't be drawing up plays. You can't like scheming up things for your players to make them the best they can be, coaching them up. one-on-one basis. Scheme it up. Get the summer program ready. You got to be talking to the superintendent. You got to be talking to the athletics council in the county, in the state. You got all these things you got to do. That's what's going on with Kitase now. He can't be just coaching. He can't be scheming it up all the time in the lab with his other creators, with Nojima and Nomura and Amano and Uematsu and Sakaguchi and the effing team, right? Scheming it up till 4 in the morning. What those Japanese businessmen do, smoking cigarettes and drinking sake and eating tasty food and just drawing up these dreams and designing these dreams and everything. Now you got to leave that party middle of the day to go talk to these suits who don't know the first damn thing about making a video game, making art. They know where they want to see the profits on their sheet. He's got to be the in-between for these guys now. He's got to be the linchpin for all this now. That sucks, man. I feel for Kitase. That guy would never, their culture, they would never come out and say that. But that's what's going on, man. You can see it in his face. The guy is tired. Like, if he were just designing games all the time, I mean, he'd probably look 10 years younger, you know? But he's having to do all this stuff, balancing these insane requests from the shareholders of Square Enix and whoever the revolving door of president or CEO is at the time, whatever their new initiative is. This is the guy that's got to carry it out. You know, that's tiring, man. That's tiring. So I'm going to push back a little bit. Executive producer Kitase, I would say that, yeah, looking at his body of work and that, it's not great, but there's a reason for it. Like, if they would just let that man cook, go to the kitchen and cook for the next 3 years, I don't think that's giving him too much of a pass. Because I know what he can do. Like, I know what he can do. Yeah, but that whole brand identity crisis, it comes from the top. You're giving marching orders, man. He's not the top guy. He's not even a top guy there. It's the people, it's the shareholders there, man. I'm telling you, that's how that whole business operates. The whole business structure at Square Enix, it all trickles down from the top. All trickles down from the top. That's why every game that comes out, they have got to have characters that you can make plushies of. They've got to have like wall scrolls. They got to have body pillows. I don't know why some of y'all are getting character body pillows, but I got my eye on you. All right. I know what's up with those body pillows. Okay. Uncomfortable number of Squall, Leonhardt, and Cloud Strife and Sephiroth body pillows being sold over Square Enix. Uncomfortable amount. Some of y'all are getting wild. I'm just saying. Anyway, the people at the top that make these decisions have a big hand in that. Now, could Kitase do some things in his job better? Absolutely. I'm not defending him. I'm not going out on my shield for him or anything like that. But there is a reason for that. There's a reason. He's not completely in charge of that stuff, man. These people make last-second decisions and pull the plug on things all the time, you know. Things are going smooth. Oh, this drive's going really well. Let's pull over and take the carburetor out of the car. What? Yeah, let's pull over and just empty the transmission out of the car and see what happens. Kitase's driving. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Let's make a pepperoni pizza, but don't put any pepperoni on it. That's not a pepperoni pizza. So, I want to make a Final Fantasy game. Let's take the fantasy out of it. Well, it's not Final Fantasy anymore, you know? Big real toss of Tifa. Well, now I know the quote you're talking about. But I think there's plenty of room to read between the lines. Again, I'm not defending this guy like he's my best buddy. I don't know him. But I know what he can do. I know what he can do. I know what he wants that company to be. Same with Nomura. It's the same with Tetsuya Nomura. He can't get anything out. You know what I mean? And we know that guy during the PS2, PS3 era, he was putting a game out like every year, every 2 years. Now they can't get a game out. And it's not because of them. It's because of the people who are running the business there. The problem's at the top. Well, it's everything there is dependent on the investors in suits. Now, I get what you're saying. I get it. But people's shoelaces get tied up at these places because of investors in suits and stuff like that. If people want to pick a person at these different companies to go after, and I used to go after Nomura. I did because I think sometimes he gets a little too nuts. He gets a little too Dr. Frankenstein, and he's playing with a lot of house money. And now that house money is drying up. You know, Square Enix has a lot of money, but as far as like how much they want to spend on their games, they don't want to spend a lot on their games. It is it's an unfortunate vortex of messy decisions and mismanagement at Square Enix right now, and they're floating along on this little raft called Final Fantasy VII, and they're putting smaller games out, but there's a reason they're only putting smaller games out right now, because that's the only thing they can get pushed out. So they've really got to hope Final Fantasy VII really takes off in a big way for them. I think this Adventures of Elliot's going to be a good game too. I'm really looking forward to diving into the demo here in a little bit. But they've got a lot of things to fix over there. And they need to swallow their pride and bring some people in from Capcom and be like, yo, how'd y'all do this? How did you all get this Jesus Resurrection-like turnaround for your business? Because we need help. Like, and people get mad a lot when I say Square Enix needs help. And, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, no, the writing's on the wall, man. It's like, and that's not me, dog. I love Square. I love Squaresoft. I love Enix. I have not loved Square Enix, but I love both companies. They've made great games. Games I've loved. Games that help turn me into a storyteller. Made me want to draw pictures. Made me want to write stories. I mean, they had a big hand in that. I love them for that. I want them to do well. So when I come out here and critique and criticize and stuff like that, it's because I want them to do well. I want them to turn it around. I want the new gaming golden age that's being built right now to have Square in the pantheon of studios that were a part of that. Right now, they're not a part of it. They're just not right now. I mean, you could name a number of companies that are right now, but Capcom's in there. Now, you could throw Nintendo in there. Nintendo's its own kind of thing, its own Nintendo Island, you know? Like, when you're talking about gaming industry stuff, Nintendo Island, they just kind of do their own thing over there, and they always seem to be successful, so. But there is no doubt that Square should be in that conversation. And right now, they're just not. And we'll see. We'll see. Well, yeah, but no, I see your point, Coach. It's a good point. It's a fine point. I'm not debating that at all. And I would say that if I had my druthers, I would rather Kitase just focus on directing games. But, you know, like, other people that used to work for Square Enix, they've all come out and said when Sakaguchi left that company, it created like an asteroid in the side of the space station hole, a vacuum that they've never ever been able to fill. They've never been able to patch this hole, and that ship has been taking on water since he left, and he's out living his best life now. And I'm not trying to change the subject, you know, I'm not, but I think for everyone there, for everyone at that company, my thing is, I think Kitase is probably the best choice for his position where he's at. Has he done a great job? No, but it's not all his fault either. You know, I don't think he gets a lot of help from the top. When Sakaguchi was there, he said, let's do it, and it got done. Kitase doesn't have that power there. No one's going to have that power there now. Not since the merger. Square became Square Enix, and then it was impossible to have any kind of like stability at the top. It's been like that since it happened. What are we on, 20 years now, Square Enix? Something like that, a little over 20 years. It's been nothing but volatility at the top since then. Ask anybody in the industry. Have a one-on-one conversation face-to-face with anyone in the industry. And they'll tell you the same thing. It's like, off the record, yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it's everybody knows, and it's unfortunate because you would think that that is a company that, like a Nintendo or something like that, they could just bring anybody who loves gaming in, who has a pedigree, who has years of experience and knows their business, could come in there and just take that position, and then they'd be off and running. But they can't. They can't do that because all the volatility at the top of that company. I feel sorry for everybody that tries to make games at that company, because I think the developers of Square Enix, the game makers, the composers, the artists, the coders, all those people in Building A. No, that's probably Building B. Building A is all the suits. Building B, you know, all the people like Yoshi P and stuff who just love Square titles. They love the history of that company. They love the games, the stories that were told in that company. And they just want to do right by that company. They just want to make great video games. They just want to tell great stories and create beloved characters and iconic villains. And that's what they want to do, man. And they're just not allowed and don't have the proper guidance to put the right product out. I don't know what the answer is over there, but it's clear that it is a disconnect between creative and business. It has been for 20 plus years, and it's going to be for a while longer. Hopefully some things start to shake out. They've got new leadership. Hopefully some things start to shake out. I hope so. But right now that's where it stands with them. But hopefully we get some good stuff. Yeah, and 16 didn't hit the mark because, again, internal problems there, you know. They were supposed to get, well, you shouldn't need a DLC to fix your game, but they were supposed to get a DLC that got canceled. Or 15 had a DLC that got canceled too, I think. And 16 as well, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken on that. I'm not sure, so somebody correct me on that. But yeah, all these pipeline problems, like even Final Fantasy VII Remake, was a problem when it started because they had outsourced it, and then they said, no, let's scrap that, let's bring it back in, let's do this, let's do that, let's change this, let's change that. Just a myriad of issues, and it's, I don't know what the fix is, man. I hope they get it fixed though. But anyway, I'm done talking about them for right now. But back to Summer Games Fest and State of Play and all that kind of stuff. It is what do you all want to see? Like, what surprises do you all want to see there? I could think of a lot of things. The top of the list for me, really, as far as a surprise that we haven't already seen a trailer for, we do not have confirmation that's coming or anything like that, would be a Devil May Cry 1 remake. So, CD Projekt Red actually does come out with Witcher 4, 5, and 6 within 6 years. Like, there's, well, but how long have they been working on? That's the other thing, Zach. Like, they've been working on those assets for a long time. For a long time. Well, I knew 16 had DLC. But I thought maybe it had one canceled. 15 is the one that had one canceled. That's right. Thank you for the correction on that. But yeah, with CD Projekt Red, I think that's been in development for a while. So I don't know. I don't think this is the timeline. But let's say, for instance, you're working on Witcher 3 for 4 years, right? You put 4 years of development into it. I mean, Witcher 4. You put 4 years of development into it. And then you come out and say, it's going to be another year or two before Witcher 4 comes out. But then you're going to Witcher 5 in 3 years, and Witcher 6 3 years after that. Well, technically, you've been working on those games for, at that point, 6 years, 9 years, 12 years. So it's a little bit different. These companies will come out and say those things, but they've been working on them for a long time. But again, that brings up the point. It's like, these companies shouldn't even show or talk about anything until they're about 2 years away from coming out. And again, they show things sooner because investors want to gauge reaction. They want to gauge, like, what the market looks like for your stock once you make an announcement. Does it go up? Does it go down? Do we want to pull our money? Do we want to put more into it? That's why these things happen. It's not like these developers come out and say, you know, it'd be a good idea. We just finished the source code and made a CG trailer for this game. Let's tell them it's coming out in 2 years. No developer in their right mind thinks that's going to happen. They already know they've got to get their delay statement ready. They've got it's going to be delayed 2 years. We're sorry, guys. You know, they do that stuff because the investors in the suits want to see instant reaction. How does the market react to what you just announced? They want to see that stuff. No, I agree. I think I'm in complete agreement with that. You know, they need to find a way, like, and this has been my complaint with modern consoles and games and stuff anyway. That's why when people come out and they're talking about, like, you know, massive 8K, you know, just curling 500 pounds of, you know, fidelity and resolution, you know, and I don't care about those things because in my mind, that's just going to delay the game. Like, we could have already had this game if you're not just trying to flex your muscle. Look at each blade of grass blowing in the wind. What do you think about that, huh? Yeah, you like that, huh? You like all the trees in the background that you can never get to because of invisible walls is blowing individually, right? Oh yeah, you like that, right? Yeah. That's what makes these games take so long. But that's why the same lemmings will go online and share these things. Look at how mind-blowing this new Grand Theft Auto looks. Look at how mind-blowing Cyberpunk looks. Yeah, but it takes 10 years to make the damn thing. You know what I mean? If you have great art design and a killer gameplay system and a killer story and killer characters, it doesn't matter if you can count each blade of grass. But, you know, it's the hypocrisy of the industry. People are like, I agree. But then they're like, but I still want it to look like that. Well, you can't have it both ways. You're either going to not have it look like that, or you're going to wait 10 years after it was announced for 5 years, and then 3 years of delays and 2 years of patches. That's the world you're living in. There's no two ways about it. And in an industry that keeps wanting to force AI down people's throats so that they can fire talented creators. Some creators who may find a way around these fidelity issues, but are sitting at home or going out and waiting tables because they can't get a job in the industry because the industry keeps firing everybody. So it's the serpent devouring its tail, the game industry right now. I hope they fix the business of it because the artistry of it's there. These indie companies that are popping up and are like, hey, as long as I make enough money to live and take care of my family, I'll just keep making games like this. Awesome. Awesome. We need more of that. We need more of that, you know? Exactly, Envoy. Yeah. Yeah, that's just how it is, you know? I mean, these AAA companies, you know, they don't fund themselves. It's all investor-based. They go, they pitch these ideas. Oh, we're going to greenlight another, you know, whatever, you know. I don't play a lot of American games. I keep up with them, but, you know, we're going to greenlight another Uncharted. We're going to greenlight another The Last of Us. Naughty Dog has money. Rockstar has money. But they also have investors because they've got money. But if it was just their money they were banking on, well, by the time you pay all of your overhead, you know, your studio rental, your upgrades for your equipment, taking care of your people, not just paying your people, but feeding your people, special accommodations some people need, paying your people, paying your talent, paying the people at the top of your company. Well, you would run out of money very quickly before you even wrote your first line of code. That's why these people have investors. That's why investors have a big say in, you know, well, this did well. We could make these margins. Bring us a presentation. Show us what you think these margins will be. Well, we don't think your new IP is going to make those margins, but your former IP will do that, what you say there. Let's do that, and then we'll come back to this later. That's exactly how those conversations go. I've been in meetings like that, not for video games. I've been in meetings like that for other industries that I've done marketing for. I've seen great ideas get shot down just based on the color of the graph. It sounds stupid, but it's absolutely true. And I know some of you know that because I know some of you are in different areas of marketing and business. Almost everything I play is from Japanese developers and studios. Almost all of it. Yeah, I am absolutely JRPG gamer. Like, my whole channel is based on JRPGs and Resident Evil. But there are a lot of classic games I like. They're all Japanese though. Like Mega Man, Resident Evil, Castlevania, you know, all these games are all Japanese. But it's kind of the same thing. It's still investors over there. It's still money, you know, whether it's the yen or the dollar, it's still money. It's still, you know, I don't know. I hope they figure it out. They need to find a way to bring the cost of making games down. It's kind of like gas prices too, if you think about it in a way, because what's happened here in America? I can't speak for other places in the world. I don't live anywhere else. I don't know what's going on over there with gas prices, but right now in America, it was approaching $5 a gallon in some places. Before all this started, I was paying $2.25 to $2.50 a gallon for gas. Sometimes it got down to around $2 a gallon. So what happened is, this all went up to about $4.50 a gallon where I'm at. Now it's down around $4. Now it's around $3.87. It goes back up to $4.10, $3.90, $4.05, $4, $4.10, $4. They try to get you used to paying more by taking it down, bringing it up a little bit, bring it down, bring it up a little bit. Oh, this is normal. It's been normal like this for a while. No, it wasn't, jackass. It was $2.25 just a few months ago. You know, the gaming industry does that too with its pricing structure sometimes. Bring it up a little bit, down, up, oh no, it's been this for a while. We're gonna keep it here, even if they take prices down, like the price of game development down. I don't see the prices of consoles and software going down. I don't. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm always preaching here, man. Know your audience. Know your niche. And a lot of companies are trying to figure that out now. They're trying to, like, lock in, instead of marketing the way it was done just 5 to 10 years ago. Marketing is a totally different animal now. You don't market like you did just 5 to 10 years ago. You don't put a big commercial out and try to get a big net and catch all the fish you can. You got to go to a smaller pond. You got to be like, this is where the fish bite for us. This small pond right here, this is where we catch the most fish. We got to go in here, and if we get a ton of fish in this, we can go over to the next pond and try to get some fish there. That's what people are trying to do now. That's what a lot of companies, they're trying to figure out what their niche is. They're trying to figure out who to target and who to go all in on. And you're seeing a lot of companies do that now with more viral marketing. So I hope it pans out, but just like everything else changes in this current climate we live in, marketing will have to change in another 2 to 3 years again. So it's a weird thing. I love marketing. I just love doing it. I love making the creative. I love doing the analytics. I guess I'm a bit of a sadist. Love inflicting pain upon myself some days, but there's an art and a science to it, and I love it. But everything we're doing now is going to be completely different again in 24 to 36 months. So people are going to figure out their niche, and then it's going to change because people's tastes change. It just happens. So let's say you're you play a lot of roguelike games. That's what you're into. Or you're a looter shooter game. That's what you're into. Well, you get a taste of a really cool JRPG or an Expedition 33, or you get really competitive into a fighting game, or you get into the stat tracking and stuff like that of like a Madden or a sports game or something like that, and you just love seeing these stats go up, and it's like an RPG. You're leveling your different players up and stuff. You get into that. Well, you get out of your looter shooter because it just takes 1 or 2 bad games to take you out of that. Or you're into JRPGs. It just takes 1 or 2 bland, story, flavorless games to get you out of that onto this other thing. You have moved out of that niche for the time being. If you're doing that, you're not the only one who's doing that. It moves in droves. And so that's why companies, they have a hard time hammering down where they're going after niches now, but niches change. And they're having a hard time hammering those things down. So spending untold amounts of money on advertising and market research when the market's always changing. So my thing is, and I've actually proposed this to a couple of people, know your audience first. Find your OGs who have been playing your game for a long time. Sell to them. Sell to them, build your bottom line, and then let them spread it by word of mouth, and then get other people to come back into your niche. Is that the right way to do it? I don't know. It's an idea, but I mean, it's better than just like throwing money at a niche that's always changing, in my opinion. So a lot of these companies are doing that kind of stuff. Free demos, pushing that kind of stuff. I mean, you can't be afraid to put it out there. You can't. A lot of companies are afraid to put a demo out there because it'll get hacked or whatever. Well, you got to put something out there. You got to take a chance. You got to take a shot, because a lot of these companies are floundering right now, and you have to figure out what's the fix. So I'm hoping a lot of these companies figure that out. So anyway. Yacht Club games with Men of the Hollower. I've heard a little bit. I've had people telling me about it, but I have not played it. Yeah, I heard that, Zach. Well, speaking of the adventures of Elliot, let's just get into it. This is a good hour and a half conversation there, folks. It's a great kind of welcome back stream. Alright, so let's pause that music. Whew, that is bright. That is bright. Let me change my screen here. Whoop. There we go. We go big. There we go. Okay. Who's the composer? Who's the composer for this game? Hang on, because I gotta do that weird thing with my capture card where I gotta reset it. Okay. Much better. Voice is English. Wireless controller vibration. Yeah, it's fine. There you go. Yeah, I'd be interested to know who the composer is for the game. Let's get it. I've been wanting to play this since they announced it.
I am sorry to send
What up,
you off
Nelson?
like this. But I have no other choice. The seal has broken.
I had to go pee.
Take these and be sure not to lose them.
Hopefully you had an easy night at work, my
Last
friend.
hope. So please. Show me. Join forces. Guardians, zero. Slay. And save the kingdom.
Okay. Okay. I don't think I know Tomohiro Nakamichi. That sounds familiar. I don't know
More
Hayato
ruins have
Moriya.
been
I don't think.
discovered?
Yes, and ones I've not seen in the archives. They seem to be quite ancient.
King Hikard, we should dispatch soldiers to
I
investigate
love the
at once.
character art.
We lost many good soldiers that way in the past. Would you have us repeat such tragedy, Kaifried?
With all due respect, sacrifices are necessary in the pursuit of power. They would be giving their lives for the kingdom of Huther.
Silence! Have you forgotten the royal precept? Be not a prisoner of power, for those who desire it are crushed by its hand.
That's like try to pinpoint the art. Oh, it's watercolor. I think that's Copic. I think that's Copic markers. I don't think that's watercolor. I think that's Copic.
Thus spoke my forefather, the hero king, and it is my duty to uphold.
Mayhap so.
Is the volume
But the
alright?
kingdom is utterly dependent on the princess and her spell of safekeeping now. And there may very well be lost magical knowledge within those ruins. Would that not ease the burden upon her shoulders?
It is true that she bears a heavy burden. However,
Father, Kaifried, you needn't worry about me. I do not think of it as a burden. In fact, I am grateful I have the power to protect our people.
it fills me with pride to hear you say so, my dear.
Well, this is not a matter of pride, it's of preparation. What do we do if something happens to her?
That is where the soldiers come in. Their place is here, protecting the people, not risking their lives in the ruins.
Well,
If I may, I believe I have a solution.
and what right has a scholar to speak here?
My apologies, sir.
Speak, Eugene. Let us hear this solution.
Your Majesty, a good friend of mine happens to be an incredible adventurer. Why don't I ask him to investigate the ruins?
An adventurer! Does that mean he can travel through the Beast Tribe's territory?
But of course, he is an expert in exploring unknown lands. His name is Elliot.
Elliot.
Excuse Excuse me.
We cannot trust a man we've never met. Sire, simply say the word, and my soldier...
I can vouch for his character.
It's like, who's the bad guy
Although
here, I
will
wonder?
admit he has his quirks.
His word is more than enough for me. What do you think, Father?
Very well, then. I should like to speak with this Elliot myself. Summon him at once.
Shifty guy disapproves.
This is awful. I need money, but can't find anything good.
What's the matter, Oliver? You seem troubled.
Elliot! Sorry for keeping you out so late the other day.
Oliver the Adventurer.
Please, I was more than happy to hear the good news. Let's do it again sometime.
It'd be my pleasure.
Oh, he's like
Or it
actually a
would if
character.
business were better. But the odds and ends I'm finding aren't even worth a single tool. I'm starting to lose hope.
Letting your frustrations out makes room for fortune to come in. Good things will come in time.
Thanks, Elliot. Life seems brighter already. Did you come here for work too?
I guess you could say that. An acquaintance of mine dropped something here, so I've come to find it.
Hold on. You're an adventurer, and a good one at that. Why waste your talents on such a tiny job?
How could I refuse? The man in question is too injured to do it himself.
Yeah, he's got some aura for sure, man.
And when it comes to moving around outside of town, no one's better equipped
It's just
than
a
us
demo right
adventurers.
now, Faith Giant, but the full game's coming soon. I'm excited for Summer Games Fest. I think it'll have some more stuff there, but I think State of Play is going to be cool too.
You have a point there. I've never met anyone else who sees things quite the way you do. But I guess that's what makes you such a likable guy. Just don't go dying on me, alright?
Likewise, friend.
I like Elliot already. He's got a lot of character.
Now then, let the search begin. I think he said he last had it on the shore. It's not far from town, but it's still dangerous territory. I'd best stay on my toes.
Okay. The adventure begins. The time has come to start your adventure. Head for the destination displayed on the locator. Display settings for button icons can be changed from system settings. X is short press. Hold down X indicates the button should be held longer to confirm. Okay. Sorry, my throat was a little sore. Okay. Okay. Oh, no way. It's this, it's Link to the Past. Oh my god, it's a Link to the Past. Can I cut the grass? Oh my god, I can cut the grass. No. Get the F out of here. Oh my god, I'm a happy boy. Oh my god. The yards in this kingdom will be well tended.
Start.
Oh, yes.
I've got a job to do.
Okay. Perform a regular attack square and make sure your target is within range. Yes, of course. Charge up power. Already figured that out.
Start.
People are like, oh shit, Ray's just gonna cut grass for 2 hours. Damn right. You damn right. Day 1, baby. When does this release? Do we have a release date yet? Day 1.
There.
Day 1, baby.
There. Start. There.
If I get a boomerang, it's over. If I get a boomerang, it is over.
Start. There.
This is like a legitimate smile on my face right now.
Start.
Legit smiling right now. Oh. Yeah, I'll be pre-ordering it after I'm done tonight.
There it is. Oh, what a beautiful cone.
This is
Certainly
awesome
well cared for.
already.
Now to get this back to the old man.
No, Elliot, we're gonna cut some more grass. Guard with R1, okay. But doing so depletes shield and stamina. You can't guard for... Okay. So where your shield breaks, guard will be broken. Okay. Open your map. Use the locator while you're playing to get your general bearings. Map and check the specifics. Okay. Open your menu with this, then you can check your inventory and settings. You can also review adventuring lore like this from the memories menu. Fuck, really?
There. There. There.
Can I go out? I can! Okay. Here's the question though. Does it reward me
I
for
need to
going
head
out
back
of my
to
way?
town now.
No, I can't go up
I
the
need to
ladder.
head back to
oh
town.
no. Oh no. That's fine. Y'all know I love a good menu. And we have a good menu. Oh god. Oh man. It's Zelda. It's a Link to the Past. It's just missing the boo. 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 It's a Link to the Past. Oh my god, I love it. Good job, Square. Just make more of this. Just make tons of this in a AAA every couple of years. I hope the sequel to this is already in development. Square Enix, I know at least 2 of you lower level people watch this at Square Enix. There better be a sequel to this in development right now. kind of testing the boundaries of where I can go, where I can't go. Drop bonus. Oh, from enemies maybe? Do I need to go take out some enemies real quick?
I need to head back to town.
Ah.
I need to head back to town.
Alright, well I guess I need to head back to town now. Oh shit, get comfortable, boys. Get comfortable. Okay, nothing over here. More grass to cut though. The summer's heating up. Come call Elliot's Yard Service for all of your yard tending needs. I could have used Elliot's Yard Service the other day. I was getting beat up out there mowing my yard.
Start.
What's this thing? Oh, I just talked to the cat. Okay. Oh man, this is the game I needed. Don't forget to save. Step into the light around the adventuring guidepost to automatically save your progress. Press X while facing one when you want to save to a particular spot. Okay. Kingdom of Huther. I would buy this game. I'd buy this composer 2 milkshakes, my friend. I'll buy the Oreo shake for him.
This is the world of Philadelphia.
Of what?
Many years
On
have
the
passed
streets
since
of
the age of
Philadelphia.
myth ended
Dum,
and
dum,
humans
dum,
began
dum, dum, dum.
documenting
The
history.
Philadelphia Eagles. Oh my God!
These
Oh, okay.
tribes,
They're more like roosters,
named
not
so
eagles.
for their likeness to animals, engage in fierce territorial battles.
Okay.
And humans live tucked away in a corner of the realm, protected by Princess Huria's powerful magic. Our tale begins in this age, in this kingdom of Huther.
Huther. Almost has like a diorama look to it, but it's not.
Hey everyone, he's back! Elliot's back! Welcome home, Elliot.
The music has like a Final Fantasy Tactics sound to it.
We missed you.
Like there's a whimsiness to the Tactics soundtrack that this has.
I missed you all too. Were you good while I was gone?
We're always good.
Our new friend played with us lots.
How nice. How are you feeling, sir?
Better than ever, thanks to these kids. Body and soul alive.
They've been beating the hell out of me.
So, did you find it?
I did indeed.
Oh, thank the star. You have no idea how important this is to me.
It'd been funnier
Thank
if the
you
old guy was
so
bald.
very much.
Go find my comb. Why?
I apologize for not having much to give you in return.
Think nothing of it. This is what I do.
Yeah, he's an adventurer. He
always goes on dangerous missions.
Uh-huh. And he never fails. Not ever. He's real proud of it, too.
Hey, not so loud now.
How come? Isn't that what you're always saying?
Yes, he seems to be a fine adventurer indeed. He has my deepest gratitude.
Yeah, this game is great.
This ought to do wonders for your reputation.
No.
That wasn't my intention, Leica.
You should be happy. That old man certainly was.
But you didn't get much in return.
Just saying.
He shares the herbs he finds
Leica.
with everyone. We can't take a lot of money from people like him.
I know. But the orphanage doesn't
I
have
chill.
much money either, right?
Are you uptight? No, I chill.
Mitchell, I guess you're old enough to understand that now.
We are out of money?
Is it because I eat too much?
No, of course
Yes,
not.
it's your fault.
So eat your fill and let me worry about money, all right?
Okay, eating's what I do best.
I'm not worried, 'cause you're the best adventurer in the whole kingdom.
Nuh-uh. He's the nicest, smartest, and bestest adventurer in the whole world.
I know that.
Well, I know that better.
All right, calm down, kids.
Hey, Elliot. We believe in you more than anyone. But be careful, okay?
I will. Thank you. But being told that does feel a little embarrassing.
You're the adventurer Elliot, yes? You've been summoned by King Hikari.
I have? But what would His Majesty want with me?
You can ask His Majesty
If
yourself
Rick is
when
short
you
for
reach the
Richard,
castle.
would Hick be short for Hickard?
Understood.
Oh, cat wants out. Hang on a second. All right. Hey, girl. Oh, I can just go on in. Okay. This is a well-made game. This is a very well-made game. Wish I could turn the camera a little bit, but okay. Oh, cool. Okay. Wow. All right. Can he fall off there? He can fall off there, okay. Okay. Can't get that chest. Nothing in there. Oh, we got over here. Having lost the magical foundation of their society, humans were reduced to living in the rubble of what was once a glorious city. Some banded together to rebuild civilization, calling themselves the Little Hope Troop, for the fragments of the future they believed in. Though unable to achieve their dream, the group's name was passed down to the settlement. A long and dark time followed, but the rise of the Hero King changed it all. When the Beast Tribes attacked, the Hero King raised the Moon Mirror and rallied the villagers. United, they stood and drove back the beasts, thus reclaiming their pride as defenders of hearth and home. Momentum for a new nation grew, and a country was founded with the Hero King at its heart. This is where the Kingdom of Huther began, and the long depression that preceded it came to be known by modern man as the Age of Reconstruction. Nice bit of lore. Manuscripts contain the accounts of across Philadelphia. Philly. Across West Philadelphia, born and raised. You can reread any manuscripts you find at the bookshelf in the orphanage. Okay. Hey Trunks, what's going on? Oh, I must have got the X notification for smashing those pots. Yoink. Okay. I'm assuming this world's probably bigger. Oh, wait, you travel through time, don't you? Prepping for adventure at item shops. Item shops sell goods useful for adventuring that can be purchased with toll currency of this world. You can find toll and treasure chests by defeating enemies and by mowing the grass. I want to know who the director and the producer on this game are. Can somebody find that information for me? The boomer. Personally, I'd recommend the boomerang. I was joking about a boomerang earlier. I was joking about having a boomerang. Are you serious? They made The Legend of Zelda. They made the best version of The Legend of Zelda. That's what they did. Empty glass vials may be filled with medicine. And they're green, red, and blue. Are you serious? They just made The Legend of Zelda. This is The Legend of Zelda. This is Link to the Past. This is a Link to the Past. Oh my god, are you serious? Like... It's this. It's this. I was just looking through this the other day for reasons. I need to put it back in here and not mess it up. There we go. Hang on. Don't bend it. Don't bend it. There we go. It's this. It's this. Oh my god. I'm completely happy. Yeah, Rick's and Rocky. It's Zelda. It's a Link to the Past, man. And we're buying that damn boomerang. Bye. All right, everybody, let's do the sound effect. I can jump. I didn't even know I could jump. I didn't know I could jump. Are you serious? Floater escape. Briefly hover by holding circle. Really? Negate impediments due to tall grass, marshes, quicksand, icy terrain. That's a charm. Okay. Negates damage taken from falling into pits and lava. Okay. Bye. Okay. Are you serious with this game right now? I didn't know I could jump. That's like the big takeaway right now. It's Zelda with jumping. That's where I came from. Okay. Oh, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is quite incredible. I don't want to do that yet. Here, boomerang. 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 And it's not even. There's gonna be a long boomerang. There's gonna be a long boomerang that you can unlock. Oh, there's the archive over there.
Wish I had something to stop my child from being so lonely. I wish I had a friend, but I'm too weak to play outside.
Over 1,000 years ago, humans began to settle on the east side of the continent, owing to a new water source created by the eruption of Mount Phoenix. Before long, people came from other areas. Children were born, and a settlement was built with a chief at its center. This place was known as the village of Hitoyori. Unfortunately, the frequent beast tribe invasions made life very difficult for its people. Then a savior appeared and bestowed the humans with the art of magic. With this new light in hand, they blazed a trail forward and built the foundations for a magical society. This era where magic began to take root came to be known as the Age of Building by the people who came after. Alright. Alright then. Can I jump over that? Jump over that? Nope. Jump downstairs? Yes. Jump yes, jump yes. I like to get a little check mark by people you've talked to. The lore, the world building. Dudes. The world building in this game. Heard of Magicite? This merchant who stops in town sometimes deals in it. Useful for combat apparently. Can't say I know actually know how it works myself. Don't want to talk to me? Alright. You'll find ancient ruins all over this land. Some say magic artifacts powerful beyond all human comprehension dwell within. Supposedly no two are alike either. How I'd like to see one someday. Amazing. You won't find any shops outside of town. Make sure you're prepared before you set off. No, it's not quite right. I think we can make it better. Is he singing? What is that? Hi, Elliot. You should make a habit of stopping in town from time to time. See what's what. Oh, didn't read that last part. And if you spot anyone in trouble, help them out. Well, that's kind of what I do, Chief. That's kind of what I do, man. Yeah. That's my thing. Are you saying that story? Okay. Boomerang. Get it with the boomerang. Get it with boomerang. Okay, so boomerang doesn't pick things up. Or does it? And I just didn't do it right. Anything back here? No. Well, no, I need to go back up that way. Or maybe I do need to go up this way. Okay. I don't think I went this way. Such a beautiful looking city, too. Oh, okay. This is where I was. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Go back over here. Hoo, ha. So this away. Okay. What's over here? Okay. Alright, so I see everything's connected now. Even zooms in. Oh, what? This is a link to the past, man. I hope it's got like scary dungeon music like A Link to the Past has. With the help of magic, humans developed technology that eventually led to the most prosperous civilization in history. During this time, all sorts of contrivances were built. But the most notable were Thomata. They operated autonomously, just like living creatures, and were a part of people's... Oh, robots. Okay. There were, however, frequent instances of Thomata running out of control, and humans could not sustain the civilization on their own. Thus, the magical civilization came to an end. And all document... Yo, what does that sound like? What does that sound like? Sounds like the Kingdom of Zeal from Chrono Trigger. What? Thus, the magical civilization came to an end, and all documents related to and technologies created from magic were lost. This era of prosperity came to be known as the Age of Magic.
I'm the physician here at the castle. I look after the health of the royal family. By the way, have you been to the shop in town? You'll find recovery medicine there, among other things. Give it a look. My cousin runs the place. He'll give you a good deal.
Lively attendant.
This is where the soldiers take their meals. His Majesty and the Princess also dine here on occasion, when they're wanting to slum it. Despite their station, they treat us like family. In turn, they are beloved by all of us here at the castle.
The Chamber of Prayers is this way. It is where the princess maintains a spell of safekeeping. The peace we enjoy now is thanks to her constant efforts. To say she is the cornerstone of the kingdom is no exaggeration. We're gonna check it out. Going down, going down. Alright, nothing to do there for now. Can I jump in there? No. This is a video game ass video game, y'all. Oh, I'll go this way first. One historian's journal. I finally finished compiling the kingdom's histories. It started as a draft I wrote when I was young, but I've revised it many times since then. And I can now say I'm satisfied with how it turned out. Even His Majesty was pleased. But the work's not over yet. I need to record the adventures of His Majesty, the Hero King. I finally finished compiling the kingdom's histories. Wait, hang on. Oh, it's only one page? Wait. What the hell? I'm pretty proud of myself for giving him such a great nickname, but His Majesty doesn't seem to agree, saying that the title of hero just doesn't suit him. He also seems a bit embarrassed about me writing down his adventures. Still, I think it's important that his story reaches future generations. The adventures he embarked on are sure to light the way for those yet to come. Now, where should I begin? This is going to be so much fun. That's it down here? Alright. For now. I'm sure there'll be more. Elliot goes up the stairs. These are His Majesty's quarters. Please do keep your distance, or I shall take your head. Have a nice day. This is Princess' private quarters. Have some decorum, would you? Very well. I'll just storm the throne room.
It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I am Elliot.
I have asked you here because new ruins have been discovered within Beast Tribe territory. There may be things we can learn of magic within, so I would like you to investigate.
But of course, Your Majesty.
I do not ask this out of desire for power. I ask because I wish to help my daughter, who shoulders the safety of this kingdom, all alone.
I understand. I will do everything in my power to be of service.
Good. Failure will not be tolerated.
Shut your mouth.
This will be a dangerous task. Please be careful.
I appreciate your concern, Princess Huria. But you needn't worry. Facing danger is what adventurers do.
Rather confident, aren't we?
No, sir. It's not confidence per se. My family believes me to be the greatest adventurer in the world. I'd hate to disappoint them.
Your family sounds wonderful.
They are. They're children from the same orphanage I grew up in.
And you do this put your life on the line. For their sakes?
Gotta put food on the table, girl.
Some think me odd for it.
I see. Well, allow me to help you.
Thank you, Princess Zelda.
Princess?
Let me bestow unto you these words to guide you home to your family. Hope is always there.
Hope is always there.
Your teleportation spell.
Best of luck.
That will be all, Elliot. The kingdom is counting on you to accomplish this mission.
The art is great, the music is great, level design is great, gameplay is fun.
Your Majesty.
It's a mimic of one of the greatest games ever made. What's not to love? Great voice acting, wonderful writing. This is a video game ass video game.
I see. So you told the king about me.
That I did. I apologize, but I need your help surveying those ruins.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll be sure to get it done.
I can't believe you got a job from the king.
It is. I can already tell that.
Is it dangerous?
It's no different from usual.
Yeah, the sound design is
More
really cool,
importantly-
Faith.
We know. We'll work together.
And we won't fight. We'll say please and thank you, too.
And we'll listen to everything Miss Leica says.
Well, I'm glad you all remember. I know they're in good hands, Leica.
Leave them to me. Take care out there, Elliot.
Yes, ma'am.
Before I forget, this is for you. It was recovered at the same time those new ruins were found. According to my research, it has some connection to the adventuring guideposts across the land. With proper use, it might come in handy on the road. Consider it a travel talisman of sorts.
A talisman, the true purpose of which you want me to uncover, yes? You're a shrewder scholar than most.
I still
Big
genuinely
Leica
hope
fan.
it keeps
Yes.
you safe. I'm counting on you, Mr. Adventurer.
Guess I'd better be on my way then.
Good luck!
You can do.
Come back soon. We'll be waiting for you.
Come back with all your limbs.
I promise to tell you all about it when I get back. So be good until then.
Let's go cut some grass.
Are those children your family? They all seem very mature.
Who said that?
I apologize for startling you. I didn't want to interrupt your
Oh,
goodbyes.
what? What is this?
Is that you, Princess Yuria?
Indeed, it is. I took the liberty of casting a spell on your earrings earlier. This will allow me to help you on your journey.
The princess? Helping me?
Yes, to the very best of my abilities.
Yes.
Her Highness wishes to help you. Why not let her?
A fair point. Thank you, Princess.
No, thank you, Elliot.
But there is one thing I should say. Beast Tribe territory is dangerous. I must think quick and act quicker to stay alive. So please forgive me if I say anything unbecoming.
You needn't worry about me. In fact, please, just call me Huria.
In the heat of battle. Shut up, bitch. I'm trying to think.
But, Your Highness... Very well. Let's be on our way then, Curia.
Yes, the ruins await.
Use L1 to request the Princess Huria cast her healing magic on it. What? Are you serious? Be sure to heal right away if you find yourself in need. Wow, that's cool. Okay, so it is teleportation. Okay.
I look forward to accompanying you on this adventure, Elliot. The ruins are across the bridge to the west. Shall we?
Okay. Let's check it out. Oh wait, is that a key item? It is. Okay, it is. Okay, cool. Let's get it. No barrel or pot goes unsmashed. Wait, how the hell do I get out of here? Oh, okay. I was just making that harder than it needed to be. There we go.
So this is an adventuring guidepost. We must be sure to visit each one we find. I didn't expect to meet a cat here. When the grass gets this thick, it's easy to trip, isn't it?
Yes, I know to cut the grass.
Out here, you're no longer protected by the spell of safekeeping. Be wary of monsters and beast men.
Start.
Oh.
There.
Oh, two.
Start.
Oh, I got hit. Damn.
There.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna get bombs, aren't I?
Start. Start.
I'm gonna get bombs. Yup.
Curia, if you would.
Yes. Well, that appears to have worked. Don't hesitate to let me know if you have further need.
There.
The enemy has found us.
Start.
Have you considered using your shield instead?
Okay. Oh yeah. Boomerang's legit. Okay, so that will cut the grass and the bushes and stuff. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice.
I think I'll take a small break beneath that tree.
You've earned it, sir.
But of course, I must say, I am impressed. You've made it so far, and with such little difficulty.
Because I have you with me, I know I can forge ahead safely thanks to your magic.
I'm happy to hear that. It's good to know that I'm of help to you. In truth, I've always longed to see the outside world. I hoped to embark on an adventure of my own someday. And now that my dream is coming true, I can barely contain myself.
I felt the same way my first time too. Perhaps you're an adventurer in the making.
A charming
What
guy.
a large tree.
It's called the Elder Tree. Legend has it that it's been here for 1,000 years.
A whole millennium? Just imagine all the history it must have seen. Huh? That looks like a gravestone. What could it be doing out here?
To tell the truth, this is where I was found as a baby.
It is?
20 years ago, an adventurer found me under this tree. That's who brought me to the orphanage. The man whose arms I was found in had already passed away. This is his grave.
Was he your father?
Who knows? I'm told there was no way to determine his identity. I was left without a clue as to what my real name or birthday is. The adventurer who found me named me Elliot because he found me beneath this elder tree. Why did that man bring a baby here? It's a mystery to me.
20 or
I'm
21.
Sure he had his reasons. After all, not everyone can live in a town protected by magic. Despite the danger, there are more than a few who elect to enter the Beastman territories.
And who lose their lives by doing so. Perchance, are the children you look after?
Yes, they all lost their families outside the town walls.
That's the reality of the outside world, isn't it? I'm so sorry. If only my magic were stronger.
Your magic protects so many people already. Everyone is grateful for what you do. But even so, unfair and unfortunate things can happen. It probably isn't possible for one person to save everyone.
I understand. Thank you, Elliot. You're doing your best to save those whom the kingdom and I cannot.
You think too highly of me. I became an adventurer simply to earn a living. And somehow I managed to make enough to take care of those children too. It's nothing more than that.
Nothing more, nothing less. If you insist.
He's crush-worthy.
Well, that's enough of a rest. Let's go?
Yes. Let's... The ruins shouldn't be too far off now. Elliot, I didn't realize you were so strong.
Nope.
You have them on the run, Elliot. Don't stop now.
Mowing simulator. Boomerang is OP early on. That's satisfying, mowing all the grass with the boomerang. Very satisfying. As my son would say. That's satisfying. It's very satisfying. What is this? It's like a hole in the ground there. Maybe a bomb spot when I can get bombs.
Another adventuring guidepost. They almost seem to mark out the road we have traveled so far.
You'll think? Okay. The map is actually pretty beefy. I think you're definitely probably going to get to other places and stuff, but is that a Marowak? Is this a Pokemon? What is that?
The sun here is so bright. I can tell how hot it must be just by looking.
Don't get too off course. Okay. go, Elliot. Nothing over there. What's over her? Oh, wait a second.
Could this be a treasure chest?
What could this be? Hey,
35
not
coal.
bad.
Did I skip going down there? It would appear that I did. Okay, I was supposed to go down here. Bombs will take care of that.
So, these are the ruin.
Yes. But the door is shut, isn't it?
The way is shut.
It looks like glowing gears. I've never seen anything like it. It won't budge. But typically doors like this have ways to open them nearby.
Is that so? Then let's...
So I've never been outside the palace before.
There should be a way
Let's
to
enjoy
open the
all
door
this.
nearby, right?
Oh, did I miss this? Oh, that was the thing I killed. Okay. Love this game. Yes, I know that's what I'm supposed to hit. I'm just kind of taking my time. Oh, Puzzle Master. Lord of the Puzzles.
Ah! The door opened!
How's it? Oh my, are you serious?
I must admit that I'm nervous. I've never explored ruins before.
They're not even playing around about the fact that they made a link to the past. They're not even playing around. Like, yo, look, we made a link to the past. Here is your Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
If you sense danger, you can always return to safety. It seems to be locked.
I'm just grinning ear to ear right now.
You're doing wonderfully, Elliot. Can you keep it up?
Drop bonus. I keep thinking that's gonna pick up that stuff, but it ain't. We'll just clear out this way. Some objects have glowing handholds. Okay.
This column of stone. Do you think it might be movable?
I think it might.
I never knew such a magic device existed. And yet you knew just what to do.
There. Start.
Yeah. Drop bonus.
What could this be?
More toll.
Hey,
Adventuring
not bad.
has its attendant costs, doesn't it? We should be careful how we use this.
Okay, cool. Oh no! Okay. Thank you for putting that there. Ugh. Gotta line that up just so. Nah. I failed. I failed you all. There we go. We got it that time, though.
There.
There. There.
Got them both. Yes, sir. I bet there's a key in that box. What do y'all think?
Show me what you've got.
Aha.
Hey.
A key.
Not bad.
Let's look for what it will open. It opened.
Start.
This game is awesome. Awesome. Early GOTY contender for me.
I think the switch responded to that. Perhaps something has changed.
Whew.
Now we're in for it.
All the exits have been closed off. Apparently, defeating all the foes within is the only way.
Oh no, I got hit. Oh, my chain. My grandma will give me a chain.
That was a tight spot.
Whew. That's better.
Damn, we're in a tight spot. Anybody remember Oh Brother Where Art Thou? Damn, we're in a tight spot. A Link to Elliot's Past, yeah.
This appears to be a switch. What should we place on top of it?
Oh, that stops them dead in their tracks. Oh no, not. I just hit him at the end of this run. Okay, got it. Bombs.
Imagine the wonderful thing
Bombs.
that might be in there. Let's open it, Elliot.
The unexplored ruins. Okay.
Nice.
The big key. Okay.
What do you suppose is up ahead?
A boss
Whatever
fight.
it is, Elliot.
It is a boss fight. Great Sword Guardian.
Is this the guardian of these ruins? What a big sword it has. If only we could create an opening. Stay clear of its
Whoa.
attacks.
Start.
There. Their desperation is showing. Stay on your toes, Elliot.
There. There.
Ooh.
Healing, please.
It's the least I can do.
Boomerang is goated. Oh shit. Oh, the other way.
There.
They're on their last legs. Keep at it, Elliot.
Got him. Got it. See, he was rocking the hard edge sword.
You would triumph,
Yo.
Elliot.
To the victor go the spoils. So what are these things I'm picking up? Like little diamonds. I'm not missing out on anything, am I? No, no, no. Well, that was fun.
Curia, if you would.
You should be okay now.
The bend of time.
What on earth could this be?
I cannot say. I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah,
either.
that was definitely what that was.
The ruins seem to end here. Perhaps it's for...
Bloom, bloom, bloom,
Elliot?
bloom.
Doesn't this look like a giant door to you?
Ba 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Let's
does.
go.
Does that mean you can open it?
Well, it's just a hunch.
Broom, 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 broom.
Huh? What's the matter?
Curia?
I apologize. The guard was just reporting. A group of adventurers fled back to town after monsters attacked. Not all of them made it back, however, and it will take time for help to reach them.
Where are they?
In the Mist Ruins, north of town. But no one has officially surveyed the area, so...
Forgive me, Curia. I know I'm on the job, but these ruins will have to wait. I'm only here today because someone nearby stopped to save an orphan baby. So I cannot turn a blind eye to anyone in need of help.
This dude is a G. This character is a G. Elliot is a G, man. What?
That's the kind of person you are.
Based main character, dude.
I want to help them too. To the Mist Ruins, with all hate.
Thank you. I'm glad to have you as my partner.
As I...
Yo, Square Enix has a character on their hands. Instantaneous travel in ruins and caves. Instantaneous travel works inside caves and ruins too. Might come in handy for a quick trip back to town to do some last minute shopping.
The Mist Ruins are in the forest that lies north of the kingdom. You'll need to return to town first. I wonder if the talisman Yui Jean gave you might be of use now.
Yo, this game is cool, man.
Incredible! You traveled so far, so fast! Magic technology beyond our comprehension must have gone into that bell. Let's make the most of it.
Now there was... Yeah, over here.
Hello there, kitty. How adorable.
That cat's a demon. He's a demon. How much money do I got right now? 283. $46 magicite.
Whoa!
Are you all right?
Yeah, but I've been had. My purse was stolen.
Oh, shut up.
By a mischievous cat, no less.
Chase it down, of course.
Catch the cat.
Is this money?
Oh, thanks, Nelson.
Perhaps yours.
Appreciate that. You were part of it, man. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate that, dude.
Yes, that cat robbed me.
Sorry about that. This cat is like a friend of mine. He doesn't normally act this way, but maybe he felt a connection that prompted him to lead you here.
Is that so?
Here's your money back. And take this. Apologies for the trouble.
This is...
a magicite fragment. A piece of crystallized magic. With enough of them, you can form a whole stone. Magicite will aid you, granting its blessing on those who open new paths. You look like you know how to handle yourself. I'm sure you'll put it to good use.
I'd heard rumors of a merchant who dealt in mysterious stones. So those rumors were about you.
I appear before those who need me. Just like you and this cat. It seems we were fated to meet. I doubt this will be our only meeting. Now then, how about forming some magicite?
Well, I've got a lot of fragments. Interesting. Use the magicite fragments you've gathered to form new magicite. Magicite will be formed randomly based on your form rank. Equip it via the menu. The higher your form rank, the easier it will be to acquire rare magicite. This is awesome. And all you have to do to raise your rank is keep forming magicite. There might even be additional benefits to raising your rank.
Magicite.
Finisher. Increases physical damage dealt to enemies by 30% or lower vitality by... Oh, wow.
New magicite. What powers lurk within, I wonder? You formed new magicite.
Dude. Boomerang attacks destroy enemy projectiles up to 1. Interceptor. Oh, that's cool. Okay. About to go up a rank here.
New Magicite.
Boomerang
What powers
attack up.
lurk within? I wonder what kind of Magicite you'll make next.
Form rank 2. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, so you only get 1 fragment. Okay, alright. That was the test. Raising the level of your Magicite box will also raise the cost limit, allowing you to include more Magicite in a set. Okay. Magicite can grant various effects to weapons. Try out all sorts of combinations.
What a mysterious merchant.
Magicite.
That was the first time I've ever seen someone make Magicite. Now then, if you're ready, we should head to the northern gate. The mist ruins are in the forest beyond. Oh, that's right. You can buy items useful for adventuring in town, can't you? Once you depart, you may not have the chance to...
Yeah, man, this is awesome. So we gotta get up here.
to buy any more goods. Why not take this moment to visit the shop?
This is a massive demo.
Finding new adventuring guide post is always a relief. No doubt they have lit the way for travelers since ancient times.
Oh, you bastard. You bastard. Oh, I'm looking away, damn.
It can be easy to get lost in these woods, but stay on the path and we should reach the mist ruins.
mowing the yard. Mowing the yard. Groundskeeper Simulator.
You have them on the run, Elliot. Don't stop now. Look, Elliot.
Now,
a
what might be in
treasure chest.
here?
Shield repair. Restore shield stamina by a bit when landing a hit. Oh, that is handy. If I knew how to block. I'm straight up berserker every time I play a game.
Look at that. They dropped something.
You need to drop items that temporarily raise your stats. Black grapes raise attack, white grapes raise defense. For a longer lasting boost, look to a vial of medicine.
Hello
I gotta
there,
be able to
kitty.
make my own potions.
How adorable.
Another problem cat. Mr. Ruins time. Oh, projectiles there.
So these are the myth. Ruins. We need to find anyone left behind as
This is a big demo.
quickly as possible.
All right. Oh, damn it. I didn't hit jump.
Now, what might be in here?
Key? Yep, key.
Hey,
Well,
not bad.
what do we have here? There must be a locked door nearby. Let's find it.
It's over yonder. Over yonder way.
It opened.
Oh, wrong way, dude. Wrong way, dude. There we go. Right way, dude.
This appears to be a switch. What should we place on top of it?
A second. Okay.
I was gonna say I gotta be able to take it all the way around. There we are. There we go.
I think the switch responded to that.
Now, what might be in
Perhaps
here?
something has changed.
Oh, I've already got that. Damn.
Now we're in for it.
All the exits have been closed off. Apparently, defeat. Are you all right? Let me heal you. There don't seem to be any more threats around.
Whew. That's better.
Found you.
There are still others in here. We need to find them before anything befalls them.
Befalls. You have a great vocabulary, ma'am.
Have you considered using your shield instead?
No, I haven't. Never.
If we push this to the right place, it could be a useful foothold.
That would be too easy. Never. Found you.
There are still more? There's no time to lose.
Oh shit. Alright, cool bit of puzzling here it looks like. Found you.
I'm worried about that adventurer. I pray they're unharmed.
What might be in here?
Guard counter. Okay.
We've acquired some magicite. This should prove useful, Elliot.
Damn. Timed that one right. Timed that one right. Good. Okay.
Please, lend me a hand.
You should be okay now.
Oliver.
Oliver? Is that... Come on, stay with me.
Elliot, you came to save me.
Oh no, he lost his buddy.
I'm sorry. I was too greedy. I just wanted to give her a better life.
Oh no.
Please, Furia, you have to heal him.
I'm trying, but no magic can restore a life once it's gone.
No. I was just about to get married too.
Damn. His boy.
We need to keep going.
Damn.
I'm sorry I couldn't save him.
Arise! Cast Arise! Oh. Elliot's out for blood.
Imagine the wonderful
Now, what might
things
be
that
in
might
here?
be in there. Let's open it, Elliot.
Nice.
Let's say, I bet it's a key. Alright. Oh damn, I got hit it. Oh damn, I got hit it. Take those heals.
We found a treasure chest.
what might be in
Let's see
here?
what's inside.
Shard of life.
Nice.
Piece of condensed crystallized life energy. It contains the blessings of the divinity of life. So I guess if I get like 4 of these, I get a new health meter. What game is that like? It didn't work. There we go.
Should we review our preparation?
Now, did I get everything? Let's see. I missed something up here. Or did I?
Before heading further in?
So I need to get up there. Let's see. I must have just skipped it altogether. Yeah, I guess I just didn't go this way. Derp.
Show me what you've got,
90 total.
Hey,
adventuring has its
there we go.
attendant costs, doesn't it?
We need
We
it.
should be careful how we use this.
Alright. There it is. We got it. There we go.
I sense a powerful threat nearby. Do be careful.
Okay. This guy, a bow.
Seems they were holding back before. Now the real fight begins.
Oh, I messed up. Damn.
This is it. The final push.
Got him. Kaboom.
You did it, Elliot. That was amazing. There's a treasure chest.
What do we got here?
I
Bombs?
wonder what's inside.
Ancient text. I keep waiting for bombs.
Nice.
Man, Square's got one on their hands here.
Tome and a key?
They got one on their hands.
I wonder what the key is for. I think you've opened every door in here already.
And such a curious design. I wonder indeed. No one else left behind, it seems.
Lost his boy, though.
I'll take these back to the castle and ask Eugene to have a look at them.
Eugene.
Yes, please do.
Oh yeah, I can already
I'm
tell the
certain
game's
he
gonna
can
be
decipher
massive.
the text. He is the kingdom's finest scholar after all.
Bum, ba, da, There we go. Shoo-wee. Boys, this game, tell you what, they got one here.
I didn't expect to meet a cat here.
Meow. Where'd I miss the treasure chest over there? Let's go find it. Okay, yeah, I don't think I missed it. I think I can't get to it yet. Okay. Oh, am I skipping the... Where you be? You be back here. Let's see, I go down this way. Eugene, not my love. She's just a girl. And I am the one.
It is good to see you back safe. Pray, tell us what you've learned.
And that is all, Your Majesty.
Eugene, what is written in the tome that Elliot found?
The language is quite ancient, but I can make out some of it. It seems to be about a door of some sort.
The doorway.
To pass through that door is to pass through time, to travel a road spanning centuries. From here, heroes set out on a journey of hope, but none who embarked on that mission ever returned. As they are, so too is hope lost. To protect history, we seal the doorway of time with lock and key.
Come on, man. Come on, Square Enix.
Is it talking about time travel?
It certainly sounds that way.
Come on, Square
I'll
Enix.
need a
What are
little
we doing
longer to
here?
discern the details.
Very well. Continue your research.
Oh, this is perfect. With that power.
Nah, I'm not interested in AI stuff, Adam. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Elliot, you have done well to complete this task.
Sire.
I wish this were like a new Chrono Trigger game.
But one moment, Your Majesty. This man entered the Mist Ruins without the king's permission. He must be punished, lest it set a bad precedent.
But he saved a
He
lot of
only
people.
went there to aid any distressed adventurers.
He's out there saving people.
If that is a crime, then I am complicit. Punish me as well.
My cat one's in now. She's mad at me because I wouldn't let her in. Orly, what's up? Will you hush?
I see. If that be the case, I will overlook it in light of the tome and key.
In light of the tome and key.
Eugene, is it safe to assume this key is used to open that door?
I suspect so, but until I decipher everything.
Why waste time on that? We can test the theory ourselves.
I forbid it. None are permitted to enter the ruin. Should that doorway of time truly be what the text claims, there is no telling what could happen.
Your Majesty, I implore you to leave this matter to me.
Silence! Luigi,
Smack the taste out your mouth, boy.
make the tome your top priority.
Yes, sire.
That sort of thinking will doom all of humanity. Why can't you see that?
Now then, I suppose this is goodbye, Princess.
Sounds good, Faith. Catch you tomorrow. I'm about to call it a night myself. Have a good one, dude.
Your support was of tremendous help. I cannot thank you enough.
Likewise. Thank you so much for showing me a glimpse of the wider world.
Outside of this castle.
You have my gratitude, Elliot.
Elliot, might I ask you to undertake one more task for me? I would that you allow my daughter a bit more opportunity to see the world.
Sire?
Do you really mean that?
Please. This I ask you
Are we
as a
are we gonna
father,
build a party
not
and go
a
through the
king.
world?
I understand. It would be my honor to accept such a task.
Oh, thank you, Father. Elliot, this adventure has made me realize just how little I know. As a member of the royal family, No. As an individual, I want to learn more about the realm and its people. Would you help me do this?
Of course. Count on me to show you a front row view of the world.
Thank you. Now then, let the adventure begin at once.
So we're in the castle in town. Be sure to talk to everyone with this above their head. You can find them with the locator.
I may have gotten a little carried away, but I'm just so happy. Elliot, let's take a walk around town. I want to know more about the people and the world, and you, of course.
The map is so cool, man. I don't think there's anyone down here. Oh, you been at work this whole time, dude? Damn. So over the line, we win. Damn it. Damn, this demo is massive. So I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna call tonight right there. We went hard on the Adventures of Elliot at like what, almost 2 hours into this demo. Man, that's crazy, but it's awesome. I love it. I can't wait for the full game to come out. We'll play more of it probably tomorrow sometime, but State of Play tomorrow. We're gonna get started about 4:30 here on the stream. 4:30, and we'll have a little pre-stream, and then we'll be talking about what we see afterward for a little bit. So, but anyway, I hope y'all have a great night. Be safe, be good to each other, keep rocking, and I will catch you all tomorrow afternoon for State of Play. Until then, y'all take care.